It's a typo.
Hello, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel. So today I thought I would just do a quick little journal with me video here in my Hobonichi Cousin, which I am officially moved into the spring edition. And this will be my second spread in here that we're going to do today. So yeah. So the thing that I'm going to be journaling about today, which you already saw, is the cherry blossoms that I got to see last weekend, and they were really really cool to see. I have been wanting to see them for years now, and I've never really been able to plan it out and actually get there and see them. So this was my first time seeing them, and oh, they were they were so cool. It was a bit crowded there, like almost to the point of being overwhelmingly crowded. But like it was fine. Like it was totally worth it. They were so beautiful. Like I'm so happy that I got to see them. So I took like way more photos than I will have space for in the spread. So I was just trying to kind of look through the photos and see which of those photos gave me the best feel for the day, if that makes any sense. Like, which of these photos do I look at that immediately places me back there on that day, and that I really get a sense of where I was and how I felt and what was happening, stuff like that. And I kind of tried to get a good range of wider shots and also more close-up shots. So yeah, I was just kind of arranging some photos here to see what I like. So the day that we went to go see them was actually my mom's birthday. So I was considering sticking the card that I made her in my journal spread as well, but it was which is the little dog card that you see there, but it was a little bit large, so I ended up not putting it in there. Yeah, I'm a little worried about how much I will bulk up my journal this year. So I mentioned this in a previous video, but in my last Hobonichi Cousin, I didn't really stick too many photos until the very end. And there is a very noticeable difference in the chunkiness of the pages at the end, as opposed to when I wasn't sticking anything in there. So I don't know how this year is going to go, because I have been sticking a lot more things in my journal. I would like to continue sticking a lot more things in my journal, but I don't know how, fluffy this book is going to get throughout the year. On the other hand, I do personally very much so like the look of a very thick, fluffy journal. So maybe this will actually be a plus for me. I don't know. We'll see as the year goes on. But I can definitely understand the argument for getting the Avec instead. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I think I am going to make an effort to start using the tape glue gun thing instead of my glue stick I have been using, because I've noticed that the glue stick makes my pages kind of what's the word, ruffle a little bit, and it also makes them stiffer. So I think that's part of the reason my book was bulking up as much as it was, because I was using a lot of glue in there and the pages were just getting kind of roughly. But yeah, I will keep experimenting with that. Suggestions are welcome. Yeah. As you can see, my printable collection has been growing. I've also been like kind of making my own a little bit here and there. I'd like to make more of them, but I made a few. I made this little bee here who has a little flower hat, and he's holding a little flower and he's just dancing around. And then I also made this grizzly bear with a little bird on his head. And yeah, but I want to keep making more and just keep like, and also like using some from other artists as well. But I just want to like keep expanding my collection right now. And hopefully like find a decent organizational system for it. Right now it is in the binder that you saw, with like the clear card holder thingies, and also in the envelopes, which is working, but I don't know. I feel like if I like were to add more printables to it, like add more little cutouts, like, you know, just chaos would ensue. So I don't know. I'm trying to keep it somewhat organized right now, and I think it's okay. It's fine. I can find things, but like I could see the system getting overwhelmed at some point in time. So yeah, it's a work in progress, basically. Yeah. I do really enjoy printables, maybe more than stickers, because I like knowing that I don't have to save that sticker for a special occasion. Like, I know I don't actually have to save the sticker for a special occasion, right? But like, I do still kind of like fight that mindset sometimes, especially because I don't have a large sticker collection anyway. So like the few that I have, I really want to like hold on to. But with printables, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just print out another one. Like that's, you know, that's easy. That's fine. So I find myself using them more often. And I have just like, as you can see, like a whole bunch of them just kind of like cut out and ready to go, which also helps. Yeah, like sometimes if we're just sitting there like watching TV or something, I will just like, you know, do some cutting and cut out some printables and then put them away for later. So for my writing on this page, I decided to use my TWSBI medium, which is currently inked with Diamine chocolate brown. I thought the brown might look nice with all of the pinks and like greens that were happening, which felt very like spring to me. So yeah, that's what I went with. And then I'm mostly writing about the day here, since the main thing that I wanted to do here is some memory keeping about this day. But then on the other half of the page, I also did a little bit of commonplacing. Like I had some questions, I guess, about the trees when I went to go see them. Like I was curious about why and how the flowers were growing on the tree trunks, which was not something I expected to see. And I learned that that's just how they grow. It's a term called, oh, let me remind myself. I already forgot it. It's a term called cauliflory, not cauliflower, cauliflory, which is it just means that the flowering bits grow directly on like the branches rather than like from fresh stems, if that makes any sense. I'm probably not doing a good job of explaining that. Anyways, I looked up what that was, and then I was also curious how old they are, since there are signs everywhere saying, you know, please don't touch our elderly trees, and they are like 90 years old, which is amazing. Yeah, so that was really, really cool to see. So I decided to also fill out the weeks while I was doing this. I am a bit late to set up my weeks for this week. It's already, when I'm filming this anyways, it was already Wednesday? I think it's already Wednesday. No, oh my gosh, it's Thursday. I filmed this on Thursday, sorry. Anyway, so I'm late to get this set up, so I decided to do that really quick. I am still doing the thing where I rotate the book and I write that way instead. I'm actually already thinking of trying it the other way again. A few reasons. One, I was kind of like binge watching Megan Rhiannon this last week. And I saw some of her older videos on like her Hobonichi Cousin and how she was using the weeks section. And just, it looks so nice. I really like how the writing looks in the columns. And I think I'm going to try it at least one more time. I will say, I think my handwriting has shrunk since the last time I've tried like working in the narrow columns like that, so maybe I won't mind them as much. I also have a smaller nib size right now than I did the first time I tried it. So yeah, I think I will try it like, you know, oriented the normal way next week. But for this week, I'm still doing the thing where I turn it sideways. And then I have still been dividing the page in two, where one side I just have like a little spot for me to write about each day. And then the other side is more open. And I was planning on using this as my like sort of goals journal kind of thing. But I may actually move my goals journal to another location, and I'm thinking of just doing like a more general like journal prompt here instead. Like the one I have here is from Aaron Ware, and I have a bunch of them just like printed out and cut out so I can just pick whatever I want for the week. But I might just put a journal prompt here and then like journal about that, and then do like a small like daily log kind of thing on the other side there. So I don't know. Still I'm still playing with this section a little bit, I guess. I thought I was kind of settled here with my whole like goal kind of journaling thing, but I don't know. I feel like there might actually just be a better spot for that journal that gives me more room to write, and a little bit more flexibility, which means that once again, my week section is sort of open and I'm sort of trying to figure out what I will put here. I don't know. I might just go back to it too. Like I'm still playing with things. I do want to spend a little bit more time like decorating my week section than I had been previously, just because it will kind of, I don't know, just help me like see what happened during the week a little bit easier. It'll just be easier to flip back through and kind of like be reminded of like what actually happened, as opposed to if it's just writing in there. So I don't know. I'm still very much so playing with my layout. Yeah. I do have another thing that I might want to try here. So I would like to take more daily photos, and I'm trying to figure out where a good spot for those is. Maybe my week section. Maybe I could do a photo a day in here, along with like a quick daily log, and or something like that, you know. So that's another thought I had. We'll see how that goes. Daily photos are kind of hard though, because I print them out like in large batches with my printer. Like I don't have like one of those little mini photo printers that, you know, will just instant print out your photo, which is obviously super convenient. But I was a tad sticker shocked by the price of like the photo paper. So I've been like desperately trying to find an alternative to printing daily photos that is still like convenient. You know, obviously it's not going to be as convenient as just using the little photo printer, but if I can find something that's like convenient enough that it will work for me, while also being less expensive, That would be perfect. I was considering for a while, I saw this one camera. It's actually like a kid's camera and it prints out on like receipt paper. And the receipt paper is obviously way cheaper. And it just prints out in black and white, right? But that's fine. I was like, okay, that's perfect. I can do that. I can just, take a photo with my kid's camera. The camera was adorable anyways. It had like dinosaurs on it and it was so cute. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, I can do that. I can just print out on my kid's camera and I can, stick that in every day. It'll be thin paper because it's going to be the receipt paper. It'll be in black and white, but that'll be fine. Maybe that's a stylistic choice and I'll just get into it, right? It'll be fine. And then I realized that the receipt paper actually fades, I think, quite a bit faster than like a regular photo. So I ended up not doing that. So I'm still trying to think of a way to easily take daily photos. But yeah, that is about it. Here's my monthly spread so far, by the way. But here is pretty much everything that I have done in my Hobonichi Cousin so far since starting it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you are interested in more journaling and planning content, please subscribe. Thank you very much for stopping by and hanging out with me for a bit, and I'll see you next time. Bye.